The entrance to the site. I can see the old fashioned style chimney stack. I'm just going to fly a wee drone over the yard for a wee nosy.
No, I'm sorry.
What do you know? I wasn't asking, I was just letting you know I'm doing it.
It's health and safety, I can't let you do
Health and safety.
When you're flying your drones, are you insured?
We've been here since 1919.
Right.
We were burnt down in 1814 and all these were rebuilt.
Rebuilt. That's quite narrow, isn't it? On zoom. Ah, you see the birds use it a lot. Well, that's your beer kegs. It's nice to see these old fashioned kind of buildings, especially when they're really nice and clean. Welcome back to the channel, guys and girls. Today we're in Dunbar. We're going to have a wee look at Scotland's oldest working brewery. So you can see it behind these sheds. It is in a weird location because all houses round about. You actually blink and you miss this place. But it's currently the home of the Belhaven Brewery. So there's the security gate for entrance to the site. It is really weird where it's located. Some gas containers there. Some beer barrels next to it. So it is, I'm saying there's houses all round about. But this place is over 300 years old. 1719 I think I caught read, but we'll check more online after we went and spoke to them. So while I'm trying to find the entrance to this place, I want to give a shout out to a new Scottish auditor, DJ Scotland Audits. Now he's done one video and he went to a place in Broxburn and talk about getting flung into the deep end. He had police interaction, he also had an old guy coming out and trying to push him. All that in his first video, so give his channel a wee check, and if you can, please hit the subscribe button. So I think I found their entrance right in the middle of this housing estate. Really weirdly located. As you see, that's the entrance to it here. So it's got a 5 mile speed limit. So we'll pop in and tell them we're putting Chopper up. But it is nice with the kind of old fashioned building. So they do tours here for the public to go in and see how the beer's made. So it's closed on a Sunday. Where do we go? You can see the old fashioned style chimney stack. But I do like the brickwork. Security in there. So set up there. Must report to reception, which I takes over here in the shop. Tours and visit reception. How you doing? I'm just going to fly a wee drone over the yard for a wee nosy.
No, I'm sorry.
What do you know?
I'm not allowed to let you do that.
I wasn't asking, I was just letting you know I'm doing it.
It's health and safety, I can't let you do that.
Health and safety in what way? I do my own risk assessment beforehand. You get any vapour it comes out, it's just beer, it's no spirits.
Have you got permission off of us to do this?
Do I need permission?
Yeah.
How would I need permission? I'm quite confused.
Can I phone my health and safety manager?
Yeah, I'll let you do that because just double check.
Yeah, I just do as I'm told.
Aye, the shop bit, I get that. I'm not here to put a burden on you, I'm just basically letting you know I'm flying over so you just pass up the channels.
Just wait till I get the health.
I'll get 5 minutes and I'll pop them up. So be fair to that lady, she's wanting the shop, so I'm not going to put the hassle on her, but she just pass it up, do the right thing.
Hello, John. Are you on site? There's a gentleman here who wants to fly a drone over the top of the brewery. Right, could I get you to speak to him, please? Because he says he's telling me he's not asking permission. Okay, right, thanks. Hi, I
You
want
put a loudspeaker. Swans are full.
John, that's the gentleman here now.
Right, no bother. Right, mate, listen, you can fly your drone, but I didn't have to let you on the site.
No, I'm going to take off outside and fly right over. I'm good to be nosy.
No, fair play. But what I do is just watch any of your vents, watch how close you get to them, because if the vent and anything happens to your
What do you mean your veins? Sorry.
We've got vents above.
Oh,
the
vents. I
top
thought you
of
said
the
vents. Aye, I'll stay well above, pal. I'll no be disturbing your workforce, Ken, in any way.
That's fine, but you can do that, but you just cannot go inside, so I'm happy with that, pal.
Alright, no bother, pal. Right, thanks.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Can I ask you a question?
Aye.
When you're flying your drones, are you insured?
Yeah. But why would you ask that?
Well, I just wondered, because
Alright, aye.
you see more and more people flying drones, like out in public.
You don't need to. See if you go and buy a drone yourself.
Yeah.
You can basically fly your drone without insurance. But because I do it for my social media, I need to have insurance.
Yeah, so any member of the public, like kids who have...
Basically just turn up and fly their drone and aye.
But they don't have to be insured?
Don't have to be insured,
There was
no.
somebody where we come from, and the kids were flying them around the car park.
Right.
And I thought, well, yeah, it's...
It can be dangerous.
understand it,
I do videos about tough in flying the drone safely,
Yeah,
but obviously in your
yeah.
situation,
Yeah.
kids under 18 shouldn't be doing it without an adult, to be honest.
well, there was an adult there, but I
Aye.
wonder if it hit you or something like
Well,
that.
should be a responsible adult then,
Yeah.
but it's,
No, well, yeah,
maybe no.
absolutely.
That's what it's supposed to be. By the way,
Right, no, I'm sorry, I just...
I know I do put it on you, I would just expect you to just kind of pass it up, and then somebody would do their checks, whatever.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to make you...
No, trust me, I get people try to go for me and everything.
No,
You're nice and
honestly,
polite.
It's just...
Aye,
kind of... No.
aye.
Aye, so...
So I basically just I turn up to places and we handle the drone. Some places go crazy and some are sound. Yours were sound.
Could I just show you something?
Right.
I'm just going to show you the vents you were talking about.
Right. See, I'd be well above roof height anyway.
Aye.
See, I've done distilleries before and they've got vapour and stuff, so I kind of try and no fly over vapour.
See those two bits?
That just there?
Like that. So if you... 'cause these are our two chimneys.
So that's the only vents you'll go at?
Aye.
Right, I'll stay well away. I'll just circle kind of round. I'll kind of follow the road round.
Right.
Just kind of one big kind of circle round.
In case you're wondering, so that used to be our malting.
Right.
We used to malt here right up until 1972, so that used to be our malting
Right.
building, and then you'll see a chimney over the other side that's kind of orange, goes straight up.
Yeah, the old one. Does that get used? No.
No,
No.
it still gets checked though, because we
Aye.
have to for insurance and stuff.
Because you do tours, don't you?
Yeah, we do.
Right.
So that used to be where they've got the heat to malt. The heat was pumped in to that building there.
Right.
And that's what that wee the wee shed is. We used to take the barley up into there
Right.
and then distribute it on the floors.
You don't get your malt for Haddington at all, do you? I've done them. The big malt place in Haddington.
Simpsons.
No, I forget the name of it now.
Simpsons.
Big
we get-
Haddington one, big fancy
Aye,
building.
I forget what it's called. Pure malt maybe?
But I think that's aye.
Aye.
I done them about 5 months ago.
But the buildings are all from the 1800s.
Yeah, I noticed that. They've been refurbished because they're like very clean looking.
They were burnt down, so we've been here since 1919. They were
Right.
burnt down in 1814 and all these were
Rebuilt.
But that's why we've got the two chimneys, because we used to malt. Technically they're
Right.
heat vents.
Right.
They're not really they're not really chimneys as such. They're
How
heat
far
vents.
back was that building at the furthest?
More or less. There's that big brown building there is more or less the...
Right, so
back
what I'll do is
wall
I'll
of
kind of fly in, I'll stay away from the chimneys, kind of fly up and down. I take a 360, that's one of the kind of photos you do that with your phone. You can look about as if you're kind of, so you get to see the place. But I'll also talk about your tours and things like that as well.
Alright, that's
You know what I mean? It's turn up to places all kind of positive, but some people do go crazy about you flying a drone. People think no airspace above, and that's what makes it funny. Right, thanks a lot, and thanks for the info, because I like to talk about a place.
Right. The building over there, that one there,
Yeah.
used to be the house that the family owned.
Right.
That building's been there since 1799. It's a private couple that own it now.
Oh, it's nothing to do with yous now?
No, not really.
Right, okay, I'll talk about it, but I'll no go over their garden, obviously. Right, thanks a lot. What a very nice lady. It started off not too sure, but she done the right thing. She went and contacted her health and safety guy, and he knew he couldn't stop us. Obviously, we did take in concern about their vents, same as we do a distillery with the vapour, but I'll stay well away from the events. Be able to see everything we want to see going up and down the road anyway. So when I did the zoom camera, in between the two houses That's what I'm saying, if you look at the entrance to this place, I was actually looking for it, and I actually, when I first came here and drove right up that road and back down it, and then I seen a sign come in here, but you just don't expect it to be in the middle of a housing estate. So as we check online, it says our brewery, established in 1719, Belhaven Brewery is the oldest working brewery in Scotland. Situated in Dunbar, the brewery nestles amongst the rolling barley fields of East Lothian, just 20 miles from Edinburgh. Well, I would say it's probably about 25. At Belhaven we have a passion born on a proud brewing heritage. With a dedicated team drawing on a brewing tradition that dates over 300 years, we create friendly and approachable beers busting in Scottish character. Using malted barley, fresh spring water from a local source today with our unique Belhaven yeast. Belhaven is home to the nation's favourite ales, stouts and lagers, ideal for when people come together over a delicious pint as good times shared with the best. And there's got a video there, and it's got the shop, that's what we're just in. We also do tours, that's Monday to Saturday 10:15 to 2:30. If you want to come and have a look inside and see how your pint's made. And it's got the Belhaven brewing process. So have a nose online how you book the tours, and we'll get the big gear up. So we'll fly the big gear in, up he goes. So we are currently, the brewery's in the clear zone, but round about it, because we've got a park over there, that's what the yellow was, and drone assist. I would fly with care. So they're the two events I want to avoid. So first I want to go up to this chimney stack. Oh great, I can hear seagulls. Don't see them. Watch Chopper now. Oh, up down there, can you see them? Uh oh, back off. Buggers are chasing them. Oh, back to this crap. Right. I don't know if you can see on the screen, but I'm watching the chopper getting attacked here. Right, let's go to this chimney stack and hopefully I'm going to fly a bit closer. So this doesn't get used anymore. This is nice to see, and it would be nice to see if the birds would just beat it for a second. Right, so you see the red stone finish. Right, so I'm coming back for there because there must be about 30 of them on a wee gang. Right, I'm going to come down here now. So here's your entrance. So you've got to come off that main road. If you look in the distance, see the seaside at Dunbar. Big hill over there. Oh, it's always the bloody birds. Right, I'm going to fly back a bit and look at the entrance. So that's where we walked in. If you do come on the tour, come in and get your left hand side and get in that shop where we've seen the nice lady. Right, so I'm going to fly up the road. In fact, I want to see this brickwork because it's really nice. Now, it'll probably look good on the drone screen. When you actually come here, it's the first time it can hit you, the colour of it. It's really nice. And if you look over here, that was the family house that the owners was the Johnson family, I think she said. And then it was the Dudgeons and Hunters. There's me taking my knowledge. Right, so I'm going to fly to the furthest point just because of these birds. So what's this down here? Oh, that's your beer kegs. Oh, it was way down there. I didn't expect it to be as far down, so I'm going to go to the furthest point because these birds are a bit of concern. And I think they've backed off. They seem to be kind of hanging about the vents, to be honest. And the building's right in front of me. I'm not really too bored with Chopper down this way. Right, so we've got a silo at the back. A couple of steps going into that wee bit there. I think I hear a lorry. How far's the gate for? Here, can we see it? I can't see it. I want to check the back first. I can hear a lorry coming in, but it's more important we kind of see as much as we can on here without annoying these good people any longer than we need to. Right, so beer barrels there. That's it's a private house in there. Is that there? Oh, I thought the way that was sitting as if it was my eyes. It looks like the top of the air conditioner is actually facing up, so if it's sitting on top of it. Right, so everything's in there, so if you go to the tour you'll get to see how the magic is made. Oh, there's the bloody birds again. Always say it's not the managers you need to ask, it's the bloody birds. Right, what's that down there? A skip. So as much as it's a business, it's actually down on my list as a interesting place. Even though it's still getting used, but well done, still running over 300 years. And it's, this area of Dunbar is Belhaven, so it's obviously named after the area. I did check online, I couldn't find an info on that, but I will at the end. I'll ask ChatGPT, that's what it's good for. Can I find something? You ask ChatGPT and it'll probably tell you what to hear half the time. Right, so we fly back to the front, away for the events. As I was saying about the location, so that's your main road up there. And then we look around here, foot of Stein, too much focus. And then there was back garden. It's right in the middle of housing estate. Obviously the houses were built around this place. Right, so there's a lorry getting in. It says level head, session IPA, whatever that is. So just watch where the lorry goes. Get to see some movement. So it's a 5 mile speed limit, so the lorry is going extremely slow. He's going up there. So we'll just zoom on the vents. So there's your vents there. Right, oh, going to go over here and back in. These people have been brand new with us, so I do not want to annoy them and too close to the vents. That's quite narrow, isn't it? That'll take them back out in the back. Oh, as you can hear, when I'm near the building where the events are, the seagulls are getting me into trouble. It's like a warning. If you get within 50 metres of the events, you're getting shouted at. Right, just going to zoom down. I'm going to fly back a bit because I never got to see in there. Just watching the big one again. Lift up. Ah, saw a shot. Right, so the seagulls have backed off again, but no doubt when I come back in towards the yard to get my 360, they're going to go nuts. That is quite a nice view. All the different colours of the barrels. Zoom back. So that's obviously different brands, but Belhaven Best, that's like one of your big ones, isn't it? One of your most well known ones anyway. They think it comes from, well, originated for Dunbar. Good on yous. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in to where this lorry is. I'm going to get two 360s because this is interesting. One here, one near the gate. So I'll post that 360 to my Facebook, same day I upload the video. Right, so just fly back round. Now I want everybody knows it is brickwork. So I'm going to fly over here. Sat there just to park. That was gravestones for a second. Right, the trees are making a bit of a pain. Kind of want to take in the brickwork. That bit's not as fancy, it's just red brick. So over here, so what I'm going to do is, this doesn't get used, so we'll do what we usually do and have a wee nose inside. If the wind doesn't blow us and the birds don't attack us, go and zoom. You see the birds use it a lot. Same as one the other day when we flew over the abandoned biodiesel plant. See, come near the building again. Honestly, absolute joke. Right, they're no flying near them, so I'm going to... I want to get closer to that brickwork. Right, stay roof height and go and zoom. It's nice to see these old fashioned kind of buildings, especially when they're really nice and clean. So we see the pipe work there, we can see trees next to us, so that's where I'm kind of stop flying. Fire exit door, the wee windows. Right, so what I'm going to do is go over the trees. Now, I'm not sure how this 360 will look. I want to get that chimney stack along with the building, so we'll take our 360 here. So again, I'll post that to Facebook, same day upload. Right, the birds have really been annoying. There's two of them. It's always the same when he's a sitting duck doing a 360. The birds get a wee bit more braver and then nearly hit him. Right, so we'll just fly back in again, security gate. Oh, I can hear a choo-choo in the distance. Our train over there. Not sure where that goes, takes east coast. Heads down south. Just guessing, because we're next to the A1, heading down to Newcastle. Right, so I'm just going to fly sideways again, via that brickwork. Fly up, watch the big one again. Oh, can't really keep in mind the screen and the drone at the same time. Take one last fly in. Is that the lorry driver? Is that a worker? I think it's a lorry driver, got his paperwork. Take it he'll be picking up, taking the goodies elsewhere. Right, so I think that's us. Has got a lot in it, but it's all squashed in the one area. But nice and tidy. And if you love beer, an ideal place to come for a wee tour. Right, I'll bring the big one back down. Good fun, buddy. What do you mean, what I sniff the vents? So that's us all done here at the Belhaven Brewery in Dunbar. So gone with the staff. Nice lady that we spoke to in the shop. She did say no at first, but then she contacted our health and safety manager via the phone. He came on the phone, very nice and pleasant, and said it was fine to fly over, but asked us to stay away for the events. And we're turning up to a place especially interesting like this. This is Scotland's oldest working brewery, over 300 years old. We're more than willing to work with them and stay away for the event because we're still getting our drone footage. So massive thumbs up to the lady in the shop and the guy we spoke to on the phone. Gone with the yard, very nice and clean, very interesting. And as I previously said, they do tours, so if you're interested in beer, check this place online, maybe book yourself a tour. See for the chopper ring in this one, don't think that's their garden. So the wee wall here where I flew the drone from, so I'm going to put the chopper ring in there, right in against that corner. So good luck with that. So if you liked that video guys and girls, please hit the like button. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.